Hey Sparks, it's Montina here, and today I'm going to talk about the 8A program, and I'm actually going to pull up my computer. I was wondering if I wanted to actually do this one from my computer, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and I'm in my office right now and talk about this. If you're new to my channel, my goal here is to inspire, educate, and share information with you that will help you thrive in life and thrive in business. And if that sounds good to you, subscribe! The 8A program is what we're going to talk about today, and this might be way over some of you, like, I don't even know what that is. Well, I'm going to tell you. The federal government's goal is to award at least 5% of all federal contracting dollars to small disadvantaged businesses each year. Basically, there are a lot of people that go 8A. You get one time in your life to do it. It's a 9-year time frame. And you need to do it before you're over 250,000 in assets, or you basically, I think it's 250, you can't qualify for the program. And there's other different things with it. You have to be a small business, 4 million or less in assets. Personal net worth of 250 or less. So gross income for 3 years, 250 or less. You got to manage the business. And then the key benefits is there's set-asides in the government that are set aside for 8A businesses only, okay? And this is huge, but it's for economically and socially disadvantaged people. So here's what happens. A lot of people will charge you $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 to do this. And one day I met with a woman I see her as a mentor, and she's like, you need to go ahead and start this now. It's going to take you at least a year to get in, and that way it'll give you some time to get everything together that you need. So a lot of people want to charge you for this, and what I decided to do was go ahead and submit all the paperwork. Well, I didn't. My application did not have, it was incomplete and insufficient for further processing, but I don't have to wait the full year before I resubmit it again. And what they did is they literally sent me a letter with everything that was missing. And some things simple things like, my ex-husband and I didn't sign taxes, like they were done electronically. I ended up finding out that a company had a judgment against me and him. And I'm like, what the hell? That is crazy, because that's going to be taken care of. It's crazy. I called the court and they were like, this is crazy. So there were just literally it was a question, and then the issue, literally a whole paragraph of what I was missing. There was a question and then a whole paragraph. Literally it wasn't like a copy paste paragraph. It was extensive. It was a whole ton of information that, hey, you have this, but you're missing this. So I would highly recommend that you go to a workshop, and if you are in business full-time, and if I'm talking to you a couple years in and you're like, okay, we have B2B going on, or your B2C is doing great, and we want to expand our commercial division and start doing business with the federal government, and we want to go after the 8A. And I recommend doing it yourself, because there's certain things that they found on me, from when I was doing Udemy years ago, and they're like, okay, you hold a position on Udemy and it looks like you're working full time. And I was like, I don't have another job. So there are just little key things that I need to fix. And then it also showed me that I'm not ready for this program just yet. I want to make sure that, from a marriage standpoint, my taxes are very clear of him completely. Even though I've been divorced now, by the time you're watching this video, about 1.5 years. I also have some things here, this crazy judgment. I got to make sure that I get off it's public record, stuff that should have been dismissed, and little things like that. But again, if you're watching this specifically, this is about the 8A. And with the 8A, I know you're like, well, you're uploading documents, and this really is for sophisticated business owners. If you're new, your startup, this probably is not for you. But if you're a sophisticated business owner, I do suggest doing this yourself so that you can get this letter back. People say, well, if you don't do it, you gotta wait a year. They send you a letter. And mine, it literally is a letter. It came from King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. It said, hey, you submitted application for participation. You don't have enough information based on review. Here's what needs to be addressed. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so before you go off and pay someone, I would suggest at least, if you're in business and you have any national certifications, the WASB, EDWSB, veteran owned, I'm thinking national, DBE, things like that, you probably have the documentation. Even if you have your MBE, or if you have your WeBank, you probably have the documentation you need. Or local certifications. I'd recommend doing it yourself, because now I looked at it and said, okay, maybe we'll do it again in the next 2 to 3 years, because there's some things I need to work on but I wouldn't have known that otherwise. So I hope that this helps. If you have any questions specifically about the 8A program, just basically Google it, but go to sba.gov. There's a ton of information there. But like I said, you get 9 years to use it. And it's all right, my phone actually rang. I'm actually recording these from my phone this year. I don't have time to be editing and all that craziness. But anyways, again, if you're watching this, you're probably a sophisticated business owner, and I want you to win. And I'll tell you, with my company, we have like our local certifications, and we decided to go local first and then expand out into federal government. We're just not ready. And there's one of those things that you can get out there, get in there, get a contract, and you can't fulfill the contract and basically get a negative mark. And I've seen where companies have basically had to just restart their business. So they don't go out of business. They just go and they have to start over with the history and the name and all of that, because of course they're trying to reemerge as a credible business. So I don't want that to happen to you. If you have any questions, let me know. I will do my best. I have a link up there where you can schedule 15 minutes with me. So if you do that, I'll literally kind of walk you through exactly what I received and how I might be able to help. So any questions, let me know. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Peace, y'all.